black cats got Dave N. The white hats, they got Doug. The Google search engine has it.
Welcome to Jim and
Jim
Ann
and Ann
Show!
Bang, bang, bang!
And here is Jim Boykin, the CEO of Internet Marketing Ninjas.
And this is Ann Smarty, the Community Manager at Internet Marketing Ninjas. And today we are going to talk about...
Product page content.
Ooh, product page content. Oh, this is a good one.
Such a tough topic.
This is a good one, yeah. So many people, they messed this up. There's an update called Panda, which often affects those sites. And oh, wow, there's a lot. Where do we even start?
So first of all, do we need to have content on the product page? And if so, what should it be?
Yes, and unique.
And unique content.
You need unique content. You can't just like take some feed from somewhere. So yeah, you need content. If you don't have content, you're not going to rank for anything. Just the way it is. And if you don't have unique content, you're not going to rank for anything. That's just the way it is. So.
And if you have too many pages with no unique content, and you have a few pages that have unique content, those huge number of non-content theme pages can drag you down. Those pages that do have content may have trouble ranking because of that huge amount of non-content rich pages. So it can affect the whole site. So let's say you have like 100 products. You are selling those. Or you're an affiliate. Or whatever. You should have unique content. That could be the description of the product itself. Like sit and write it. Or hire a writer who do that. Specifications, how it could be useful. I've just dealt with it with someone who was selling essential oils, and they have recipes how to use those essential oils on the product page.
Value add.
Yeah, it's like
Very
the
good.
whole recipes, maybe 2 or 3, how to make soap, candles, which occasions
great
they
stuff.
can be used to,
great.
like Valentine's ideas using those essential. So think more about how your product can be used and what tips you can give a buyer, what it can be used with.
Unique pictures that are your own as well.
Yeah.
Google likes pictures, and if you're the unique owner of that picture, even better. That's going to be a lot more trust. What if you could add videos to that page? Google, that's a great value add as well. Videos.
Or ask your customers.
Video of someone smelling it. That's wonderful. I like that.
Or like unpacking it, those cool ones, like
Yeah.
what motions that takes to unpack your product.
There you
And
go.
also the ask the user reviews can
We should have
contact
like a
you.
guy opens up the product video and a girl opens up the product video.
Yeah.
Girls are guys.
Yeah. Or you can ask the user reviews especially if you moderate them. They
Reviews.
will be
Reviews. Great
spammed.
idea as well. Reviews are
Yeah.
huge. Google loves reviews.
Especially, there are so many. I've personally bought stuff online, and many shops right now ask whenever they ship anything, they give you a discount if you go ahead and review and even upload your picture to the review in that skirt or whatever. So it's
User-generated content.
Yeah.
So what about an FAQ on that page? Ooh, even more.
Yeah, what users usually ask. That's a good. Just ask your customer service what people ask about that project, and hey, you have almost the content for that page.
Transcribe every single phone call. Put it out on all the pages. Everyone just check off a box for what product they think that Q&A should go on.
Yeah, and like
Why not?
the size explanation of the sizes, but that could be not unique content unless that's
Testimonials,
something
kind of like reviews, but testimonials as well.
yeah.
Throw those on there.
If you're selling services.
Oh, if you can actually connect real people's names to your product pages, like if you're doing a review or a testimonial, if it's set up in such a way so that like the person's name is there, like Bob Smith, and like that name links out to something which basically can trace it to that person, either through a review service site, or if you're like Bob Jenkins in San Antonio, Texas, like Google will, chances are they're mapping the web, that they're going to know, oh, this is this person, and he has a trust level based on his actions and what they've authored across the web and who's referenced them. And if they're now on your product page, Google connects that and says, well, Bob Jenkins is really trusted, or Bob Jenkins is some trusty spammer in an SEO network of sites and no trust for you. But ideally, if you're getting real reviews from real places, and you can connect those, in a sense, have a path to who that person is, or Google will follow that path, and that can, like Amazon does that. They pay people $5 more to use their real name, and on your Amazon profile page, it's all like, what's your Twitter account, what's your Google Plus account, what's your Facebook account, like where do you blog at, fill in a whole bunch of description, where are you from, like, oh, Google knows, like on those Amazon pages, that when they look at a product page and there's 20 of the reviews on there, that usually about 7 of those you can connect to a real person, and Google is following that whole path out, and Google knows there's a product page, but there's 20 people that have said something about it, and 7 of them we know who they are, and that's one of the secrets to why Amazon does so good. Yeah, I guess product pages, you can't just have a product page. I mean, if you have a product page where it's like, here's a picture and here's a 10-word description, that page will, in a sense, will get tossed out by Google. And if you have a whole lot of those, you're going to get penalized by Google. So maybe either take that page and write a whole bunch of stuff about it, or maybe it's better just to not have that page. Maybe you have the higher up level page where here's 10 of these types of things. And then on that page, put a whole bunch of content on there. Take those individual product page and possibly block those in robot text. So
index them, yeah.
Yeah, so that Google doesn't see them, but the user can, and rely upon that higher up page, because if you have a choice between a 200-page website or a 1,000-page website, if all these pages aren't ranking anyways, cut them off, make the 200 more powerful. There's less scattered stuff. The pages you have will be, in a sense, stronger. And if you don't have 1 million backlinks, you're going to kind of want to have a smaller site. Some sites just can't. They don't have enough backlink juice to support a site with thousands of pages on it, and several levels deep. But unique content on there.
So you either have the content, or you get rid of the page, or you don't get rid of the page only for search engines.
You know what else? I would look at all the competitors and all the other people that rank like in the top 10 for that, and like, what are they giving that you're not, or what could you giving that they're not, or what are some of them giving that you could too? Like, how do you, if you look them over, be like, how can I create a better product page? Yeah, the price is part of it, but look at everything else and be like, what are other people adding to their pages, and what can I add? And this kind of brings up the tab stuff. Like, some people are like, fine, we just want to show a little bit of text, but all the other stuff is like behind tabs, like product info, review, others. They're there on the page if you click on them, but you really don't see them when the page first loads. And I guess one of the biggest things is it's given a lot less weight. Like Google, when they spider the page, they do a couple things. They grab all the code, and so they're looking at all the code and where everything is, and they're also grabbing a snapshot of the page. Click, let's see what the page looks like. Now let's compare that with the code, and whatever is visible on a page and we see in the code, okay, yeah, that counts for a lot. But if like we go to the page from our picture and we don't see that text, that has very little weight. And I guess another big thing is everything above, all of your content above the fold is worth way more. And by above the fold, it means like when you load up a web page, everything that you see on the screen, like that text is given 100% value because everyone sees it. If you've got a page that's a mile long and if no one scrolls down to that bottom part, or say if only like 10% of users ever scroll down to that text only in a sense has 10% value. And Google can tell people's scroll reaches. They have the Chrome browser, and that's enough data for them to be like, here's the average scroll reach for this page, and the further that people have to scroll, the less value we're giving to that content. And so everything above the fold is really valuable. There's a lot of people that just do like scrolling pictures across the fold, and it's like, oh.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot. There was a trend like that.
Designers like to do that.
Was doing that. Yeah, like the whole, whatever you see when you load the page, all you can see is the huge image or slideshow of images. So many landing pages like that recently.
I think a lot of the responsive designers have gone to this design that just makes the page 3 times longer than it used to be, and I think a lot of people that had their sites built in responsive design, it went from like there was all this stuff above the fold, there was like a left nav bar and stuff across the top and words, and everything was kind of way up higher, and now it's this responsive design where everything above the fold is some big picture with a click here in the middle of that image or something, and no reason for anyone to scroll down. You think you're at the end of the page, and you scroll down more, and there is stuff down there, but it's like it's now huge letters, and it's like, oh my god, like the content's moved 3 times down the page, and so that's product pages. I guess there's another tip. Think about what's above the fold as well.
Yeah,
have multiple pictures, have videos, have a white paper, have how-tos, have more value add, have like not just one page about something, but if that page had other pages, or you put it all onto one page. For a while you can have a great big long page, all these resources, maybe some jump links like up on the top, like click here to see the how-tos, and it drops them down the page, or click here to see the videos, or click here to whatever. So some people do start bouncing down the page.
I love using those click to links, especially when I have long articles. It's not a product page, but still. Many of them become the breadcrumbs in the search results too, so people can click and get to, not the breadcrumbs, you jump to links.
Yes.
Below the search snippet, so people can click there.
Well, sometimes those jump links can actually be search results, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome when we just...
Can you do that again?
Yeah. I can do it as many times as you want them. Okay, so I guess that's all for product pages. Just make them very content rich. There should be content that also, not just for search engines, serve the user as well, give some tips, more information about the product, more ways to see what it is, photos, videos, FAQs, user reviews.
What do you do if you have 1 million products?
Like you said, you don't let Google see all of them.
All right. Yeah. And another thing is, at least start with what are the pages that rank in Google right now. You can go to tools like SpyFu or SEMrush and download the data and be like, you can go into your analytics as well and be like, what are landing pages? What are pages that people are arriving to on my site? And let's start with those. That's easy, quick wins, and then then move out from there. And all new stuff should be. You can't just. You can just produce 1 million pages, but the problem is Google is going to throw most of it out if it's not value add.
Yeah, and even if it's not that big an issue if they just throw them out.
Unless you have too many.
Yeah, if you have too many of them compared to how many of them really serve the users and how many backlinks you have. So if you don't have that balance, those millions of empty page can just drag the whole site down.
You must find balance.
You do.
Web page balance. That's how we should start out the show, the Dripping Hand Show. Oh, yes.
I hope that will help you make your product page much more useful and rank much higher than they are now.
Value add.
Value add.
But not too many pages. Maybe one big long page. Value add.
Add value.
Unique content.
Yeah.
Good title tags. Balance.
See you on our
Alright.
next show. Bye.
Bye.
SEO and CEO of Internet Marketing Ninjas.
And this is Ian Smarty, the community manager at Internet Marketing Ninjas. Let's try again. And so, here is Ian Smarty, the community manager of Internet Marketing Ninjas.
That's me.
That's you. Sorry. Welcome to another Jim and Ann show.
You already said that.